The sound of rain pounded heavily against the window as Arjun Varma bolted upright in bed, heart racing. Another nightmare, another haunting vision of the mirror murders, that cold case that had once consumed him, now clawing its way back into his life. Out of the fog of his mind, an anonymous tip had surfaced, pulling him unwillingly into a storm he thought he'd left behind. Leaving his cramped apartment, Arjun stepped onto the streets of Mumbai, where the rain-soaked city hummed with life. Neon signs cast reflections on the wet pavements, while distant sirens added to the urban symphony. His first stop was the crime scene, a familiar chaos of forensic teams and police barricades. Inspector Neha, young, determined, and unyielding, surveyed him with cautious eyes. "A shard of mirror, Arjun," she announced, holding a plastic evidence bag. The message etched into the shard was stark and accusatory, a reminder of his past failures. Each new murder victim was a shadow from a decade ago, someone with ties to Arjun. The grim realization settled over him. Someone was resurrecting his old mistakes, demanding retribution. As the game unfolded, Arjun's every move was shadowed by Neha's suspicion. Meanwhile, tips from Rafiq, the journalist clad in secrecy, pushed Arjun towards the edges of Mumbai's darkest alleys, into the worlds where Baba Reddy, the ex-gangster, held court with whispered truths. Together, they painted a disturbing picture, cementing Arjun's role as both hunter and hunted. The flashbacks came unbidden, a single error, a suspect's unjust death that had spiraled into his disgrace. Those memories were now manifesting brutally in the present. Tension bubbled beneath the surface, erupting in an adrenaline-fueled chase through the narrow lanes of Dharavi. The camera jostled with each step, capturing the pulse of the city, the sweat and desperation hanging thick in the air. In a climactic twist, the face of vengeance was unmasked. The killer, driven by a decade of anguish, was the sister of the man whose life Arjun had inadvertently ended. Her plot had been meticulous, making him bear the weight of his past transgressions. But as Arjun saved the final victim, a shard of self-forgiveness pierced his guilt. With the rain pouring down, Arjun chose his path, away from the badge, into anonymity. His reflection shimmered with the red and blue lights receding into the distance. In voiceover, his somber tones mused about guilt, justice, and redemption, caught eternally in the reflection of his soul. A gentle nod to noir, reflections ended on a note of conflict and catharsis, a journey of darkness lightened only by the faintest glimmer of absolution.